Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back, not going anywhere. YouTube famouser now. I should have said, I'm Peter Monn and you're watching Rich Lex, not bothered. Because he told me if I sent it to him, he'd put it on his video. So there you go, Rich. You're watching Rich Lex, not bothered. Okay. So, hashtag true story, by the way. I was coming home from work. I've been in my office all day long today, just writing, manuscripts to the world. And I was like going through my feed and I was like, there is nothing exciting to watch on the YouTube. And so I hadn't watched Rich's video yesterday about Jeffree Starrr, the sugar money, and I hadn't watched his video that he posted today about Jeffree Starrr, or not Jeffree Starrr. They all have just kind of blurred together at this point, like Jeffree Starrr, Manny Mua, Patrick Starrr, Nikki Tutorials, Jaclyn Hill. They've just become like this colorful palette, right? That they've just kind of like melted together like in the hot summer heat, right? Kind of not a palette you probably want to use. But anyway, I don't hate any of them. I don't like any of them. I don't really know any of them. They got their gig, they do their gig and whatever. But I'm going to tell you, this video that Rich Lex put out, the Sugar Mama one was okay. But the one that he put out about Manny Mua and Patrick Starrr at the Golden Globes, girl, I lost my fucking shit watching this video. I mean to tell you, I was stuck in traffic, as you can see. This is, oh, by the way, if you didn't know, this is a car vlog. Just thought I'd tell you. People get so upset. I deceived the world with my car vlogs. Your thumbnail was so deceiving. But anyway, oh my God, he had me cracking my shit up. And it just like kind of grew bigger and bigger and bigger. So he talks about how, like, okay, maybe it's Maybelline has signed Manny Mua to being their spokesperson. Do you remember back in the day when you would watch, like, what was that show? I can't remember. Search for the Stars or Talent for the Stars or whatever, and they would have like the singer and then they would have the dancer. I think Britney Spears was on it when she was a kid and all those shows, and then they would always have like spokesmodel and they would have these girls come out and be like, so basically Manny Mua is a spokesmodel now for Maybelline. Wet n Wild! I'll see you up at the Five Below in the dollar store, Manny. That's where you'll be doing makeup signings. Anyway. So Rich Lex goes in this whole video, go watch it, it's hilarious, and he talks about how he doesn't really think of like high-end makeup when he thinks of Maybelline. I agree, okay? And I don't even wear makeup. I mean, sometimes in videos I do, but let's just be for real, I don't. So anyway, I probably need some makeup. Do you think it would make me look younger? But anyway, so he goes in this whole thing about how Manny Mua is just doing it for the money. Doing it for the money, honey. And he's totally doing it for the money. I mean, let's just be for real. But I will say this to you. When you're on YouTube and you have that moment where you're like, oh, I could do sponsored videos, and oh, this person could sponsor me, and you have that moment where you're like, I could get really YouTube famous. And people start reaching out to you, like management companies, and they want to sign you, and then you're like, oh, and this is a true story. I've had this conversation. What sponsored videos would I do? And I said, Jiffy cornbread. I mean, who would I be the face of, right? Fountain Cokes from Thornton's. I mean, there is nobody. I mean, like, it's not like, maybe it's Maybelline would hire me. But what's interesting to me is that Manny Mua started with Mac, didn't he? So why is Mac not hiring Manny Mua? Just a thought. Does he not use Mac? I don't know. I don't know anything about his gig. All I know is that every 5th or 6th video he does something that's interesting to me that has nothing to do with makeup, because I don't care about the makeup. His Snapchats are okay, but like he does that kind of like cutesy voice where he's like, oh, I really like to sit and it's like, I'm like, is that really your voice? Like, I know this girl and she's gorgeous and she's sweet and stuff, but like whenever you see her, she's always like, oh, hi, how are you? And I'm like, is that really your fucking voice? Like, do you talk that way when you like wake up in the morning and you're like, oh my God, like I have had the worst night ever? Do you go, oh my God, I've had the worst night ever? I mean, like, who has real voices like that? And Manny Mua, like his voice is kind of like, he's like, I'm again, and I'm like, I don't believe that's really your voice. So anyway, but people come for my voice all the time and I can't change it. So listen, it is what it is, you know? I mean, I don't hate him for it. I still think he's sexy down. But what's funny is, okay, so then he goes in this whole thing and he's talking about he did it for the money, honey. Well, of course, that's why anybody does this shit on YouTube. And I ain't turning it down either. Listen, I'm gonna start selling products and have my songs out there, and I might even come up with a lipstick or two. And who knows, I might even come up with my own fountain drinks. I'd love to have my own fountain drink. That was making me think today. I was thinking about Dr. Pepper, and do you remember back in the day they had that advertisement and be like, are you a pepper? Who's a pepper? I'm a pepper. What's a fucking pepper? Like, I wanna know what that is. Like, I wanna know what a pepper is. Because I'm gonna come out with my own drinks and they're gonna be called Dr. Peter. And then but I might need to know what a pepper is before I get to it doesn't matter. But anyway, so I was watching this video, and the best part is when he goes in to Patrick Starrr and Manny Mua got invited. I know it's Manny MUA. If you guys are coming to my channel for the first time, you don't know the joke, okay? But Manny Mua and Patrick Starrr go to the Golden Globes. And I'm like, first of all, I'm watching this, I'm like, how did they get an invite to the Golden Globes? Like, do they not know I love movies? I would have liked to have gone to the Golden Globes. So anyway, but the best part ever is like, he shows them kind of out of order a little bit because Rich shows them like sitting, I think they're out of order, I don't know. He's showing them like they're sitting so far back, they're next to the food, which cracks my shit up. And then I was like wondering to myself, this could just be a conspiracy, but do you guys know, like, true story, like at the Oscars and at the Golden Globes, there is a real position, okay, that like if a celebrity leaves the audience to go to the bathroom or they're gonna go speak or whatever, like they don't leave their chair empty, you're a seat filler. So I was like, oh my God, are like Manny Mua and Patrick Starrr seat fillers? Is that why they're sitting in the very back? So that when like Mariah Carey gets up to leave, that they go sit in her spot. And so when you see Patrick Starrr sitting there, I want that fucking job. But anyway, I think really the truth is that Patrick Starrr and Manny Mua are just seat fillers. I think that's how they got in the Golden Globes. Because Rich boogers them and shows a Snapchat and they are sitting right next to the buffet. First of all, let me just tell you, if anybody sat me next to a buffet at the Golden Globes, the Oscars, I don't even care, the BET Awards, whatever, if anybody fucking sat me next to the buffet would be gone because my fat ass would be eating so much of it, number one. And number two, I wouldn't be taking a picture of it. I'd be so embarrassed and everybody would know that they sat me next to the buffet. Why would you ever show that? That's like having somebody sit you next to the bathroom. That's embarrassing. Why would you show that? I would focus way in and make it look like I was way at the front. Who doesn't know how to do that shit on Snapchat? My God, y'all live on social media. You should know how to do that by now. But anyway, the best part ever was when Rich showed these snaps of, what's her face, Patrick Starrr, walking the step and repeat red carpet, and no photographers are out there, and he's just like this. On an empty red carpet, step and repeat. I was like, oh, this is priceless right here. This is absolutely fucking priceless. And if you watch the video, he just gets more and more wound up. I love it so much. But I was thinking this when I was watching the video. I was like, you know, like all of us talk about Jeffree Starrr and his boyfriend Nathan because that was the video that he had done before. And listen, I don't hate Nathan for it. And Rich said something in his video about like that Nathan's always just kind of like, hey, what's up? Dude, he's stoned 24 fucking hours of the day. Do you watch his Snapchat? My God, all he does is smoke weed. I mean, they are just in a marijuana haze. I don't hate him for it. Do what you gotta do. Do your gig, baby. I don't smoke the weed, but if you gotta smoke the weed, smoke it, I guess. But he's just like in a haze all the time. He is cute as sin. I think that Nathan guy is so cute. But if somebody wanted to like pay for me to have cute shoes and cute clothes and live in Calabasas and have cute little 3 dogs and drive incredible cars and travel around the world, I wouldn't say no to that. I wouldn't. And Rich Lex said, if I won $1 million, honey, you know that the boys would be calling. You know I'd be first. I'd be the first one calling, going, hey, Rich, remember me? He'd be like, no, I'm not bothered. I'd be like, girl, you know who I am. So anyway, but I was thinking about this because yesterday you talked about Jeffree Starrr. Yesterday, I talked about Manny Mua and Karina Kaboom. Karina Kaboom talks about Jeffree Starrr and Manny Mua and all these people. And then today, Rich Lex talked about Manny Mua and Patrick Starrr, which the best footage always to me is when they show Patrick Starrr that he just is like, cannot be bothered with his fans at all and just like disses them completely. But it's only like this 10-second clip. Like, is he always like that? Like, I kind of like Patrick Starrr. Like, I do. Like, Patrick Starrr is kind of like the girl in high school that nobody could be bothered with because she was kind of a nerd, but now, like, he grew up and he's like real pretty and always wears the turbans and he's kind of like eccentric. Like, I like that. I think he's kind of pretty. I don't know, but is he rude? Like, can you be a makeup guru and not be rude? Just saying, question of the people. If so, anyway. But I was sitting there thinking about it, and I was like, you know, all these videos kind of just go in cycles. Nikki Tutorial, Jaclyn Smith. That was Charlie's Angels back in the day. That shows my age. Jaclyn Hill, Nikki Tutorials, Jeffree Starrr, Kat Von D, Manny Mua, Patrick Starrr, Jeffree Starrr, Manny Mua, Nikki Tutorials. It's like if all 5 of those people, and I wish them no harm. I wish them no harm whatsoever. Do your gig. I don't love them or hate them. I don't even know them. I think that Nikki Tutorials looks like Adele. I think she's very, very sweet when I watch her videos. My favorite video of hers, which she took down, I don't know why, was the one where she did the dick eyeliner. I guess she took it down because like her people that watch her videos are like 10 and 12. But that was my favorite video that she did. And also, I love the video where she did the full face makeup with children's makeup. I mean, she's got it going on. She's got enough subscribers and people like her. I think she seems real sweet. And I don't have anything against any of them. And listen, if I had millions of subscribers overnight in a year like Manny Mua, you better bet your ass I might think my shit didn't stink a little bit. It would kind of feel good if somebody made my shit not feel like, I mean, people always think that I'm such a nasty person and people are always coming for me. I just try to be so nice. I think if somebody made me feel good about myself and started subscribing like crazy to my channel, I think, well, okay. Anyway, but let me just say this. The day that they all get on the same private plane for BeautyCon, we better be real fucking scared, right? Because if that plane goes down, God forbid, I don't wish them any harm, but if it does, our channels are done. What are we going to talk about? I mean, we're going to have to start talking about PewDiePie, and I did that the other day, and it didn't go real well, you know? Or we're going to have to talk about, hell, fuck, I don't know, kitties smiling and how to make chihuahuas smile on YouTube. Who cares about that? Somebody said to me the other day, they go, what do you do for a living? And I was like, well, I write books, and I do, like, you know, corporate coaching and things like that. And they're like, oh, what else do you do? And I go, well, I make YouTube videos. And they go, have you seen the one where Charlie bit my finger? I was like, seriously? Don't ever mention that fucking video to me again. That video is so fucking old. I was like, whatever. And she's like, is that not the funniest video in the whole world? I was like, yeah, it's real funny. It's like those wisdom teeth videos. Can't get enough of them. That's what drama channels are going to go to in 2017 when all these makeup gurus just don't do their gig anymore, is we are fucked, is what, okay? We're going to be doing videos about, where's Charlie's finger now? Won't that be so fucking exciting? I can't wait. Anyway, if you guys haven't watched Rich's video, go check it out. It cracked my shit up. It made me smile my whole way home today. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I'm a pepper, he's a pepper, you're a pepper. I'll talk to you guys later. Love you. Follow my daily vlog. It's listed below. I'm vlogging every day of my life for the year of 2017. It's really exciting, I promise. Bye.